What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Fantasy Addiction Network. Today we're going to be breaking down MEKALE MCKAY, wide receiver for the New York Guardians, giving you guys an overview of what we expect to see from him for fantasy this year. But hey, if you guys are looking for XFL content posted daily, click that like and subscribe button. We'll be posting stuff every single day throughout the entire season. But anyway, not going to waste any more time. Let's get right into this. Alright guys, so as we said, today we're breaking down MEKALE MCKAY now with the 52-man rosters officially confirming what we found out last week. D'Angelo Yancey is starting the season on IR. Now, from what I've read, he is on short-term IR, so he could return at some point in the season. We don't know the extent or even really what the injury was to Yancey, and I definitely think that's something to monitor. But overall, we're going to move forward expecting him to be out for a significant amount of time. And with a season so short, it's definitely worth noting that now MEKALE MCKAY is the clear alpha on this team. And with a team that looks like it can actually hit the ball deep downfield. So in some of my earlier takes, I was a bit worried about MEKALE MCKAY because he's a big play receiver, as we'll see when we look at some of the things that he's already done. But Matt McGloin has shown us in training camp and the scrimmage games that he actually has the ability to hit people deep. This is going to be a really nice fit for the New York Guardians between McGloin and McKay. So I'm super excited about McKay now that Yancey is no longer threatening to steal some of those deep targets. But let's break down his metrics a little bit here. 6'4", incredibly tall. This was his weight coming out of the combine. He actually weighed in at 195 pounds in the XFL, so he is a little bit smaller than he was when he came out of college. And again, we don't really get like the 40 times that they recorded in the XFL Summer Showcase, so this is when he was coming out of college, but definitely had an incredibly high speed score, which is one of the most translatable assets to fantasy production, and has always really just been that deep downfield guy, not necessarily someone make a lot of separation off the line, but big bodied guy is going to be a huge red zone target and also is a huge deep downfield guy. Let's look at his stats here real quick that kind of supports this. So he played 2 years in Arkansas and then 3 years in Cincinnati, and while he never had a ridiculous share of the targets, his junior year, I guess you call it, was when he had the most receptions of 44 and 725 yards. That was the only time he had ever really had a decent amount of yards. But if you look at his averages, it's always been ridiculously high. In his sophomore year, he had a 30-yard per reception average, and then 16 and 18. So he's always just been that deep downfield guy. You look, he's had a long bomb touchdown in every single season, 66, 80, and 88 in that last year. 8 touchdowns in his junior year, not so much in his senior year, but he does have the ability to be that red zone target. And with a really large frame, or just being a much taller guy, that's definitely going to help. And then when we look at his stats here in the AAF, he played last year for the San Antonio Commanders, 22 receptions for 375 yards, 17-yard average, but he also did have that 54-yard touchdown and 4 touchdowns in total. So I'm fully on board now. Like I said, I was a little bit hesitant to jump on board the MEKALE MCKAY train when D'Angelo Yancey was there, but now that's looking like he's going to come back off of injury, and who knows how effective he'll actually be when he comes back. MEKALE MCKAY, it's all green, all the lights are green for him to dominate in the XFL. He's going to be one of the top tier receivers and could definitely challenge to be the best receiver. He could be a little bit more boom bust than you'd expect to see with some of the other guys going around him, because if he doesn't receive a lot of targets and he doesn't get you that big bomb touchdown that game, it might leave you a little bit disappointed. But he has the ability to absolutely win you weeks, especially in the XFL with a bunch of players that don't have that potential. You want to stack your team with guys that can single-handedly change the entire outcome of your week for you, and I think MEKALE MCKAY offers that and more. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Again, if you're looking for XFL content for fantasy or just in general, click that like and subscribe button. We'll be posting daily throughout the season. And if you guys are looking for XFL rankings for your fantasy league, click that link in the description box below. You can access those for free, or go to fantasyaddictionnetwork.com. They'll be updated all the way until the season starts. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.